Peace, love, and light, everybody. So I've literally probably made this video about like 10 times with emotions, and I wanted to give it to you guys from a Blu-ray perspective with no emotions involved. So basically from an alchemist perspective and what was done in this situation as a Blu-ray, and how I feel it's going to be a better situation. So last year when it's been over a year now, like when I fully stepped into like who I am, like mission impossible, basically, like this is your mission and this is it, and everything gets turned into, everything's the mission anyway, so why not just like make everything the mission? And my spirit would always tell me, like, you're not supposed to be with anybody, like you're not meant to be with anybody. And it's kind of funny because my program was kind of like set up that way. That was not my ego speaking. That was like not my insecurity speaking. Like that's just what it was. Like I would always want to be alone. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be alone. Like right now, like I'm even married right now. And did you guys know I live alone? Like I go back and forth to his house, and that's kind of like why I haven't been on much. And I didn't really know what to name this, because as far as like a twin flame journey and a karmic journey, of course, learn, teach, like we're going to experience them in some way. But if we're all one anyway, then I guess like it's just how you experience that situation. So this situation was experienced personally for me karmically, but for them, they were dissolving karma, as well as I was learning teaching with them as well. So like I taught them certain things. I put them on the right path as far as like what they want, because it's all about consent and what they want. Like you can attribute it to like kind of like the book of Daniel, when he would ask the kings like a few times, he'd be like, oh, like, are you sure? Like, I'll only give you my counsel if, like, you're sure. And, like, hey. And you're, like, sure. And you're, like, positive, right? And then they say, yes, I want it. You give it to them. And then, like, you give them what they want. And it's, like, after they take all your energy, your loose, your confidence, like, whatever you want to call it, that you give, it's, like, you're kind of, like, discarded. Like, you're kind of, like, not needed anymore or something. Or it's kind of like they start to like act funny or whatever, and before you're like the greatest thing to them, and you're this and you're that and blah blah blah. Are you ow damn, grab her, Andrew. Damn, she almost pulled my neck out. What is wrong with her? Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I'll be in like a second. Yeah, that shit is crazy. That dog's a beast, man. I got like a crazy wolfhound thing. I don't know what the fuck she is, but she just almost ripped my neck out. Nut. Anyway, so yeah, from a Blu-ray standpoint, like he just like had some entanglements, like he still does, like with like his situation, generational curses, things like that, things that he needed to break, where his things were left off. Like we would always come back to each other when it was like karmically like needed. Like when he needed my energy, I needed his. I believe he is a Blu-ray, he just doesn't remember who he is and all that. So I'm like delusional and everything like that. And there were things like that I had to, he was my mirror, we're all one, you're my reflection, like that I had to overcome. And he basically like he keeps reiterating, like he thinks it's about one thing, like like he's doing detective work on me and stuff like that. He thinks because he senses what I am. And that's another thing, like us chosen are gonna we're gonna branch off. She is crazy. Look at this. Look. Like we're going to be branching off from each other like naturally, because they just can't understand us. Like for me, it is a huge violation if you think in your thoughts that my intentions were ill, and that the problem is an argument about you think my intentions were ill. It's the bottom line. It doesn't matter what it's about or anything. Like, you asked me to help you parent, and I did that. But because you have entanglements, you can't get past that. Well, now it's time for me to go. I've had 1,000 like you. When I'm not needed anymore, I go. That is from a blue rays perspective. That is why we have to master the art of detachment. Or I won't say attachment, because detachment, you don't want to detach from everything. Like, you don't want to dissociate like me. I did that for years, like from trauma and shit like that. Like, you want to master the art of attachment. Like, you don't want to attach to any of it emotionally. Like, you're just supposed to be there to do a damn job, and that's it. You have a mission, and that's it. You're delusional, and that's it. You know, so I don't know. Maybe I'll change the name of it. I don't even know if it was like a karmic or a twin flame situation or whatever. But because my emotions were involved, I did believe that it was like a twin flame journey. Because there were a lot of similar essence and similar similarities. But what if they're just, some of them aren't going to come? Like, my girlfriend gave me this painting, this Alice in Wonderland painting one time, and it said, some are gonna find their way, some aren't gonna find their way, and some don't want to find their way, and that's just what it is. So, I'm just in the process of like humanly grieving, kind of like just like an addiction. Like, we did certain things together. Like, his essence is gonna be missed. It does suck, but time to, I guess, start a new life. Peace, love, and light.